Can you see air? No, but we can feel air. Thus, we know that air is all around us. It is in the sky, in the soil and in water. We can also feel air moving all around us. Do you know what moving air is called? Moving air is called wind. Let's step indoors and perform some simple experiments to learn more about air.
For the first experiment, you will need a straw. Take the straw and hold it in your mouth. Now, hold the palm at the other end of the straw. Blow through the straw. What do you feel? You will feel air on your palm. Now, let's take some water in a glass. Dip one end of the straw in the water and blow air through the other end. What do you see? You will see bubbles in the water. These are air bubbles formed from the air you blew out. Now, let's take a bucket of water. Tightly close your palm to make a fist. Place your closed hand in the bucket filled with water. Slowly open your palm. What do you see? You will see bubbles.
What do we learn from this experiment? When we blew into the straw, we felt air on our palm. When we blew into the glass of water, we saw air bubbles in the glass. And when we opened our fist in the bucket of water, we saw air bubbles in the bucket. From this, we can conclude that air is present everywhere. Do you know what is air made up of? It is made up of different gases, water vapor and dust. The main gases in air are nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Do you know all these gases are very useful? Let's learn how.
Animals, birds and plants use the oxygen in the air to breathe. Plants use the carbon dioxide in the air to make the food, and nitrogen also helps makes protein.
Hey, do you know that water vapor is also present in air? You can do a little punishing trick.
Just take a drop of water on your hand and spread it. Do you see how the water disappears when you spread it? But are you wondering what happened to the water? Well, the water hasn't really disappeared. The drop of water has changed into water vapor and mixed with the air. In fact, water vapor is the gaseous form of water.
In nature, water changes into water vapor all the time. It mixes with the air so well that we cannot see it. Apart from all these things, air also has small living things in it, but we cannot see them because they are very small. Did you know that there was a time when the air on earth did not have oxygen? That was a very long time ago. Oxygen was made by plants when they started growing on earth. Now let us look at the importance of air. All living beings like plants, animals, birds and insects need air to breathe. But different kinds of animals breathe air in different ways. Do you know how? Let's find out.
Fish live in water. So, to breathe through their gills, fish take in air that is dissolved or mixed in water. Frogs live both on water and on land. When in water, frogs breathe through their skin, and when on land, they breathe through their lungs. Birds use their beak to breathe in air. Interesting, isn't it? Insects have tiny holes on their bodies. These holes help them to take in air. And we all know that human beings and animals such as elephants, cows and dogs have noses. We breathe in air through our noses.
Hey, do you know how plants breathe?
Well, they take in air through their leaves. Their leaves have very small openings called stomata through which the plant takes in air. Even the roots of the plant need air, so they can stay healthy.
You will be surprised to know that living things that stay inside the soil like earthworm needs air too. They use the air present in the soil. Isn't it amazing? Let us now see why we need clean air. We all need clean and healthy air because it keeps our body healthy. But many things spoil the air and make it unclean.
For example, motor vehicles and factories gives out smoke, mixes with the air and makes it unclean. Firecrackers also gives out smoke, which makes the air unclean.
This unclean air is harmful to all living beings. Let us see how does unclean air harm us. It gives us headache, makes our eyes water and feel irritative, makes us feel sick and causes damage to our lungs. Therefore, we should take steps to keep the air clean. But can you suggest how we can do that? We can do this by walking or using a bicycle to travel short distances, by not using vehicles all the time. We can reduce the smoke given out by the motor vehicles. Some other steps we can take is travel by public transport like buses and trains as far as possible, by not firing the light crackers, not burning leaves, plastic, rubber or paper. Keeping the air clean will help us and all other living things to stay healthy. In today's class, we have learnt about composition of air, importance of air and why we need clean air. That's all for the day. Meet you soon with another interesting topic.